agreed. It's what you said, a quality game. Nobody gets injured. What they've practiced for all these years will be put to test here in this best of 3 series. You just want the best team to win. And no matter what happens, we just hope that they could really provide the basketball fans a good duel or a good and classic series.
At guard number 4, Joy Del Rosario. At guard number 6, L.A. Canario. Forward number 7, J.C. Incal. At forward number 11, J.R. Enrico. At guard number 13.
Okay, they're calling out all the players from both teams, and fittingly so, because these two teams at the end of a grueling, grueling elimination round, and you know, both of us, we've been around, and I have to honestly say, it's been quite a season. The overtime games, all the thrilling buzzer beaters, the stories behind these two teams. You have LaSalle, one win short of the sweep, but nonetheless a brilliant season for the Green Archers. And then you have the Blue Eagles. At 4 and 5, everyone said goodbye to the dream of getting back to the finals, but here they are, racking up 7 straight wins in do-or-die fashion to get to this point. But I mean, I pose the question, will they have enough energy? Will they have enough skill, enough heart to outlast this LaSalle team, which just moves so fluidly, so well, so experienced, so talented?
You know, I don't want to sound philosophical on this, Miko, but whenever you're a competitor, we are all competitors, and when you get into tough competition, sometimes you just have to call it within yourself to really give it your all. The question there is that will they have it against this De La Salle squad? They will have to really get into their system and probably ask themselves, guys, we've got to work hard together. Basketball is a team game, and for us to beat the defending champions, we have to muster enough of our energy and strength, Miko.
Meantime, the lineup, the complete lineup of the De La Salle Green Archers is now being introduced. And this team, I can't help it, they have been the best. The best system, the best recruiting system in the league. They stand for excellence in the UAAP. This is their 9th consecutive finals appearance. There is no other way to say it.
There's no other way to say it, Miko, because they are the defending champions. They have managed 4 straight championships. They're going for their 5th. Remember, we used to joke about it, Coach Franz Moana, the only thing missing is that ring
for the thumb.
On his thumb.
Yeah, for the thumb.
But you know, he just said it correctly. The kind of players that they recruit, quality players, everybody can just get off the bench and score well. And you've got to appreciate also the coaching system that they have, from the coach down to the support of the school. And they have been gifted with a very talented squad. They are the defending champions. Going for the 5th is nothing easy to really achieve here in the UAAP.
And remember, this team went through the dark ages, having lost all those championships to UST. As you look at BJ Manalo, yes, he came from the Ateneo, and now he proudly wears the green and white. There's Captain Hook, Mac Cardona, and here's the pool cat, Mike Cortez. Without a doubt, he is the catalyst. He is the glue that holds this team together.
There's no doubt about it, and in fact the cheers of the crowd here from De La Salle supporters really cheering for Mike Cortez. Mike Cortez can make you look good if you were the teammate of Mike Cortez. Never mind, let him do his game on the floor, Miko, but whenever he wants to make you look good, he can just dish off those assists to you for you to be able to score.
These two teams split their meetings. LaSalle won round 1, and then Ateneo won round 2. It is interesting to note that the last time Ateneo beat LaSalle twice in one season was way, way, way back in 1988. That was a long, long, long time ago when people were wearing very short shorts. That was a long time ago.
Thanks a lot. But you know, some important things here is that since 1994, when the best of 3 finals format was implemented, Miko, teams that have won Game 1 have gone on to claim the title 5 out of 8 times. That's very important getting to the series. And 4 out of 5 times, it's going to be a sweep if you win Game 1.
Here are the starting lineups for Game 1 of the UAAP Finals for the year 2002. We're coming to you live from the Big Dome, the Ateneo Coliseum. LaSalle starting off with BJ Manalo. Miko Vaino is injured for this ball game. Adonis Santa Maria, Manny Ramos, Mike Cortez, and Mac Cardona, Chia Alvarez, Villanueva, Fonacier, and Kimpo start the ball game for the Blue Eagles, and the finals is underway. Good afternoon, everyone. Nico Halili with the big man, Danny Francisco. Agnes Tapia and Pati Laurel will be joining us in just a short while. We're coming to you live over Studio 23. Villanueva playing in his last year. His pass, almost stolen, gets the ball back, dumps it over to Rich Alvarez, and the Ateneans draw first blood in Game 1.
Very simple move for Ateneo. Rich Alvarez cutting towards the middle, getting that pass from Villanueva.
LaSalle is coming off a very, very healthy amount of rest.
You know, that's true. And I was just talking to Coach Franz Pumaren just before this game, and he was making mention of the fact that, you know, in Tagalog, naiinit na rin sila, getting to this championship.
And a shot clock violation there against the Green Archers. So the basket won't count. And this place is just jam-packed. I mean, someone can jump from the upper box B to upper box A and he won't feel a thud because he'll just land on people.
LaSalle showing that they want to start this off by pressing against the Ateneo players.
Alvarez bringing the ball down court. Here's Chia for three. It's too strong. Can't get the bounce. Put back won't go. Alvarez tip in still won't work. Rebound by Manny Ramos. Let's go to Agnes Tapia with her scouting report for the defending champions.
Well, Nico, we're here once again, and the Archers are as excited as ever to get back at their arch rival, the Ateneo Blue. Coaching staff of the Archers were quick to remind the boys that they just can't go out there and take their 14-1 record to heart. We need to win 2 games, they need to win 2 games. We're all back to square one. Coach Franz Pumaren believes that the key to winning this ballgame is intensity, hustle, and aggressiveness for 40 minutes. More importantly, it's imperative for the Archers to take the driver's seat right away. Back to you, Nico and Danny.
Thanks, Agnes. I feel a surge of supreme confidence from the two teams.
There's no doubt about it, Miko. Both teams really getting into this. They know that they have paid their dues to be a finalist here in this series.
Oh, Mike Cortez all the way, no go. Battle for the rebound. It's with Villanueva. Nice drive there by Cortez, but could not score on that drive. 8 minutes to go in quarter number 1. And Kimpo, since LA got injured, he has started all the remaining games of the Blue Eagles. Here's Alvarez, 2-time MVP with the basketball. Over to Chia. Chia now to Villanueva. 4 on the shot clock. Villanueva to Alvarez for 3. Offline. Cortez with a rebound. Cortez over to Cardona. Cardona with the drive, and he flips it in.
LaSalle just down by a point, and you notice LaSalle really wanting to penetrate, probably get the big men of Ateneo into foul trouble early here in the first quarter.
Kimpo with a drive, over to Villanueva, hesitates, and then goes all the way. Let's go to Pati Laurel from the Ateneo bench.
Yes, it's definitely important to note that the Ateneo Blue Eagles definitely miss Magno Membrera and Paulo Padilla, especially in this most crucial time. However, despite their loss, the Eagles have proven that they've risen above all the expectations. Right now, their strength lies in their defense, and right now, Coach Manel doesn't want a single minute to pass without them defending well. Back to you guys.
The energy being displayed by both teams is just incredible. Moments ago, Larry Fonacier in his 3rd year for the Blue Eagles, nailing the three-pointer, brought to you by Lipton, the official iced tea of the UAAP. And then here comes Mike Cortez, draining the 3, tying the ball game. There's a foul from Kimpo. He has a 4-point play opportunity.
You know, we said it before that both teams have been here because they were protagonists last year. As you take a look at Mr. Joey Concepcion cheering for LaSalle, of course. You know, Miko, as Mike Cortez hits and completes that 4-point play, it seems that Mike Cortez is thinking about scoring the points right away for LaSalle here in the early goings of the first.
Under 7 minutes to play in the first period. Here's Villanueva, over to Fonacier. Fonacier off the glass, it bounces out. Chia with the putback.
And you know, both teams are quite relaxed getting to this game. No extra emotions, no extra energy. They just want to play and let it all hang on the floor.
We don't see that the players are tight. Normally that happens in a game 1, but not today. Not in this series. Cortez, double team. Over to Ateneo Santamaria.
You know, you've got to appreciate the execution being displayed by both squads. They're not forcing their shots. There's a foul by Adonis Santamaria. His first. You know, Miko, the idea here really is try to offset each other by playing tough defense. And the only way to do that is one, for LaSalle to really press against this Ateneo squad. But in terms of the offensive set, it seems that they really know what to do on the floor.
Oh, miscommunication there. Chia Alvarez and Fonacier had their wires crossed in the backcourt, so that's a turnover, the first turnover of the ball game. And with this LaSalle press, you know, you expect LaSalle to force Ateneo to commit several turnovers before the afternoon is over.
Well, it's going to be a nightmare for Ateneo should LaSalle convert on this offensive set because, of course, it's coming off a steal.
And here's Cardona. Oh, it is just a fundamental move. 4 points for Macmac. 3-point lead for the Green Archers. Alvarez setting the table for Ateneo. Alvarez to Fonacier on the right side. 12 on the shot clock. Villanueva at the post. Fonacier to Alvarez. Alvarez over to Fonacier for 3.
That's 3-point shot number 2 for Larry Fonacier. 2 3-point baskets here in the first quarter.
Both teams are red hot from the floor, displaying the confidence of being the best 2 teams in the UAAP. And here's Cardona over to Ramos. Ramos with a floater, and it's short. Cardona with a rebound, blocked by Villanueva. Here's Santamaria down low, and he just overpowers the opposition.
And that's the kind of front line that Ateneo will have to contend with this afternoon. Very strong offensive rebounding coming from the Green Archers.
Kimpo for 3! You know, Kimpo has been outstanding. You know, he is shooting close to 40% from 3-point country.
And you know, if you notice, Ateneo getting their shots from the outside. LaSalle really contented with trying to get it inside because they know that they've got a chance to fish for a foul.
Missed there by Cortez. Alvarez and Villanueva contesting the rebound. Under 5 minutes to play, and the Blue Eagles are on top by 1. Chia over to Fonacier. 15 on the shot clock. Alvarez and now to Villanueva on the left post. Villanueva over to Kimpo. Kimpo ball fake. Here's Fonacier. Fonacier over to Villanueva. 6 on the shot clock. Villanueva turnaround, tough shot, bounces out. Chia with a rebound, and he gets fouled from behind.
Well, LaSalle will have to think about Jack Chia because Jack Chia will not give up on any shot taken by his teammates looking for the offensive rebound. And communication will be a vital aspect of the Green Archers, especially their front line in trying to communicate to each other that they've got to box out on their opponents.
So with 4:17 to go and Ateneo on top by 1, we have a timeout. We'll be back here at the jam-packed Araneta Coliseum. Back here inside the Big Dome. Tourism Secretary Dick Gordon, he is from the Ateneo, used to be a cheerleader alongside Anton Montenola. Senator Ralph Recto, he is from De La Salle University. Miss Gina Lopez of the ABS-CBN Foundation. Mr. Rafael Alunan, he is from De La Salle. Although his daughter, Barney, went to the Ateneo.
Yes.
And as Mr. MVP, Manny V. Pangilinan, of course, from the Ateneo de Manila. Jack Chia, the hero of that knockout game against you. I saw him yesterday, and I asked him if he got to sleep after that game, and he admitted that he could not get some sleep. He could not sleep that night, and rightly so. But he did say that he had to get over that because it's time to go to serious business when you enter game 1.
Well, Ateneo now showing that they can also press against their opponents.
Joseph Yo missing the layup. Fonacier, being chased from behind and eventually loses the ball. Here's Cortez on the right. Bounce pass, Cardona. Yes!
You know, the 1-2 punch for LaSalle would be Mike Cortez and Mac Cardona. Look, they're having and forcing Ateneo into some difficult situations right now.
Archers down by 1. Villanueva misses the turnaround, and Carlos Sharma, who is in the game, gets the rebound. Under 4 minutes to play in the first period. Here's Joseph Yo. Yo going baseline, blocked by Villanueva. He just ran into a brick wall that time.
Well, probably Joseph Yo will begin to think whether he's going to drive against Villanueva.
Tenorio to Wesley Gonzalez in the ball game for the first time. 11 on the shot clock. Villanueva now to Tenorio on the left side. 7 on the shot clock. Tenorio has the leather. Tenorio with the drive. Over to Alvarez. Alvarez over to Fonacier. Short stab is no good. Tap there by Gonzalez goes to Joseph Yo. Archers down by 1. Under 3 minutes to play in the first. Here's Cortez. Yo on the right side. Back to Cortez. He pulls up for a 3.
But somebody must really cover Mike Cortez, because Mike Cortez now is leading the charge of the Green Archers with 9 points.
And Tenorio answers back with a solo flight. First 2 points of the game. And we're tied at 19.
Well, this early we can definitely say that Mike Cortez, what he has in mind aside from executing the plays, is to take charge for the Green Archers, Miko.
Yo, handoff, Sharma, and Fonacier could do nothing that time. First 2 points of the game for Carlos Sharma. Back to a 2-point lead for De La Salle. Gonzalez. Here's Villanueva. Inside, and he gets the gentle roll.
4 points now for Villanueva, and really both teams shooting at a very high clip. They're quite comfortable about their first quarter.
2:05 to go in the first. We have a timeout. Don Aliado, former King Archer, Rainier Season, was here last year in the finals. Paolo Bugia, he'll be back next year. Mark Clemens Talan was part of those championship teams of La Salle that never brought home a trophy. And of course, Mr. Ren Ritualo.
3-point field goal shooting, La Salle 2 out of 2. That's 100%. Ateneo 60%, 3 out of 5. And you know, when I said field goals are at a high, there's a block by Mike Cortez and Wesley Gonzalez. Miko going back. Field goals so far before the shot of Mike Cortez. La Salle hitting 60%, 9 out of 15. Ateneo at 53%, 8 out of 15.
Villanueva in the paint, turn around, and he can't tie the game. Ball goes out, it will go to the Green Archers. By the way, watch out for the UAAP NCAA benefit games. The showdown for Bantay Bata coming to you in October, only here on Studio 23. Cortez and the Green Archers are on top by 2. 1 minute and 26 to go in the first period.
Total field goal shooting, as what you mentioned, Ateneo 8 out of 16, that's 50% now. De La Salle 10 out of 16, but you know, both coaches really they have made those adjustments, trying to bring in the people that they would be needing into this first quarter.
Sonny Tadeo missing on the drive that time. Ball goes out in favor of the green shirts. You know, going back to Mark Telan, we saw him earlier. Telan, Tristan, Maui Roca, all those Lasalites, and you know, they really played brilliantly in the mid-90s, but just could not, you know, get that finishing kick. But you know, thanks to them, they provided the foundation for the successes that La Salle is enjoying today.
That's true, and you know, that's a kind of quality recruitment that the De La Salle Green Archers have for their own sports program, and more particularly the basketball team.
4-point lead for La Salle. Time running out here in the first period. Villanueva, cross-court pass. Here's Fonacier. He's wide open. He can't drain the shot. Loose ball is with Villanueva. Over to Tenorio. There's Wilson picking up Tenorio on defense. Now to Villanueva. Less than a minute to go. And here's Villanueva with the drop step. And Enrico now has 6 points in the ball game.
But you know, Ateneo will have to make those open shots. Taitang, a substitution for Mike Cortez. This normally occurs on the kind of rotation for Coach Franz Pumaren. They bring in Taitang with less than a minute to go.
3 seconds to go. Joseph Yo! And just like the first round encounter, Yo gets a buzzer beater 3-pointer to give the Green Archers a 5-point lead, 28-23. 10 minutes have gone by here in Game 1. Joseph Yo, the ninja, in his second year. And he can really hit the clutch baskets, hitting the 3 with time running out here in the first period. We'll be back with the second quarter. Back inside the Big Dome for the start of the second quarter between the De La Salle Green Archers and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. The first quarter ended with La Salle on top 28-23.
And you know, La Salle now using a different unit from their starting lineup, Pico.
Here's Gonzalez for a 15-footer, short. Tadeo can't get the rebound, it's with D.Y. Tang. Gonzalez is on the floor, here's Tang, and there's a steal by Tenorio. It's a 3-on-2 break. Tenorio over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fall away. No. Andrew Cruz. No. But there's a whistle blown by referee Maxino.
That was a good break for the Blue Eagles. Eli Tenorio picking off that steal. And P.Y. Tang giving up his first personal foul.
Check out that Rexona defensive play. Tenorio with a steal. Brought to you by the 24-hour Rexona. The 24-hour best defense against odor and wetness. Rexona, it won't let you down.
And you know, Miko, the 5-point spread right now will make that 4 on the free throw of Andrew Cruz being enjoyed by the De La Salle Green Archers was mainly because of the bench players that have been pulled by Coach Franz Pumaren into the game.
You just saw Mr. Monaco Pontevella earlier. Of course, he is from DLSU. We're in the early goings of the second period. And the Archers are holding on to a 3-point lead. P.Y. Tang, the rookie from Xavier School, over to Wilson, the 5th-year veteran. And here's Yo against Tenorio. Yo banging into Tenorio for an offensive foul.
That's going to be the first personal against Joseph Yo. You know, Miko, that's the second team foul of the De La Salle Green Archers. Watch this. There it is. There's that offensive foul by Joseph Yo. Both squads actually stayed away from foul trouble in the first quarter. Only 2 for La Salle and only 1 for the Blue Eagles in the first.
Tadeo down low. Oh, Tenorio quick to spot Tadeo alone under the basket.
You know, this might be a game wherein you are going to look at other heroes in the game. Like, let's say, supporting cast, supporting crew, getting to the game and scoring the points for their team.
D.Y. Tang missing the set shot. And here's Tenorio picking up the loose ball. Eagles down by 1. Tenorio over to Andrew Cruz. Could not field the pass. Forcing one up. And he gets the 2 points out of sheer determination.
And that was over Carlos Sharma. Ateneo now up by 1, 29-28.
Tang setting the table. Here's Yo. And Yo won't sink the 3. Gonzalez with the rebound. Let's go to Agnes on the De La Salle bench.
Well, Nico, Coach Franz Pumaren wasn't particularly impressed with the performance of his boys during the first quarter. He tells them that they aren't being too aggressive enough and all they're doing is trading basket with the Eagles. He says that what they have to do is to hustle on defense, hasten the pacing, and execute their full court pressure and give Ateneo no easy points. Back to you, Miko and Danny.
Tang inside to Carlos Sharma. Sharma lost the ball, recovered by Tang. Tang trying to go inside. Last touch on the white shirts.
7 seconds left on the shot clock of La Salle. La Salle, they're trying to look for that offensive guy to score the points, and yet they've got to look for somebody to be able to execute the play for the De La Salle Green Archers at this point.
7:37 to go in the first half. Ateneo on top by a single point. Back inside the Big Dome, UP head coach Alan Gregorio. And there's Mr. Counselor Robert Ortega. You can see the green balloon. He's a diehard Lasalite. You know, going back to Alan Gregorio, the UP Baby Maroons, they edged out the Ateneo Blue Eaglets earlier today to earn a 1-0 lead in the best of 3 juniors finals. FEU head coach Koy Banal watching his older brother Joel Banal at the helm of the Blue Eagles. And Willie Wilson, you know, Wilson has tons of championship experience tucked under his belt.
But this is a good situation for Coach Franz Bumarin. He brought back in Mike Cortez together with Mac Cardona. They badly need the points, and of course, you know, these players, they can play physical. Expect this game to be very physical, Nico.
Oh, Alvarez with a shaky pass there. Here's Chia with a pull-up. Short. Rebound is with Mike Cortez. Quick hands there by the Cool Cat. Here's Cortez behind the back for Cardona.
And this is what we're talking about. The instant offense once you bring in Mike Cortez together with Mac Cardona for LaSalle.
No numbers that time for the Blue Eagles. They are down by 3. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Alvarez has nowhere to go, and he loses the ball. Great defense there by Wilson.
You know, suddenly Ateneo does not have any offensive options at this point.
Check it out. Behind the back, Cortez to Cardona, brought to you by Globe Antiphone, making great things possible.
You know, for Ateneo right now, Miko, is that they'd like to get the ball to Rich Alvarez, but he's got to look at other options in Wesley Gonzalez also.
And here's Cardona. You know, Cardona is red hot in this ball game. Cortez and Cardona are both in double figures. 5-point lead for LaSalle.
Ateneo
19 to go.
cannot show a tentative half-court offense. They've got to make sure and be precise about their moves.
Andrew Cruz over to Gonzalez at the post. 5 on the shot clock. Cardona falls. Chia, 3. No. Wesley Gonzalez with a rebound, and there's a foul call downstairs.
Mike Cortez guilty of his first personal foul. It was a good foul to give against Wesley Gonzalez, who definitely had the advantage in positioning underneath the hoop.
Third team foul against DLSU. Let's go to Pati Laurel from the Ateneo bench.
Yes, during the timeout, Coach Joel Banal demanded more aggressiveness from the Ateneo Blue Eagles. He told them that they have to exert more effort in pressuring the ball handler and distracting the offense of LaSalle. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Patty. You know, I'm looking at Ateneo's foul chart, and so far only Kimpo has fouled in this game. That's 1 foul for this ball game, and here's Villanueva, and he gets fouled by Cardona.
Cardona tried to block the shot of Enrico Villanueva.
First
Cardona, only the first foul, yes. But the fourth foul, or team foul rather, for the De La Salle Green Archers, as against none by Ateneo.
You know, we, at the top of this ball game, we gave special notice to the starting lineups as Enrico Villanueva continues to struggle from the line, although he did shoot 9 out of 11 free throws in that knockout game against UE. You know, you sense that Villanueva, Cortez, Cardona, they all want their numbers in this ball game. And Enrico now with 7 markers for game 1 so far. 5:55 remaining in the first half. Archers protecting a 4-point lead. They have Cortez, Wilson, Cardona, Ramos, and Yo on the hard court. Here's Cortez in the shaded lane. No layup that time. Epo Kimpo bringing down the ball quickly to Andrew Cruz. Cruz back to Kimpo. Lots of time on the shot clock. Here's Villanueva. Inside to Rich Alvarez, and Alvarez can't score that time, but there's a foul called by referee Buenaventura.
Foul on Manny Ramos. That's going to be number 1 against Manny Ramos. And it's going to send Rich Alvarez to the free throw line. It's one good entry pass to Rich Alvarez, but once Rich Alvarez flashes towards the middle, you might as well give him that pass because it only goes to show that he has already put his defensive man behind him.
DJ Manalo checks back in the ball game to replace Joseph Yo. And Rich Alvarez is on the line. Alvarez is a 76% free throw shooter, and he misses the first. 2 points so far for the 2-time MVP. He was suspended in the first round encounter. And here he is missing 2 free throws. Rebound by Manny Ramos. Archers still on top by 4. And Manalo commits an offensive foul against Epo Quimpo.
Well, you know, PJ Manalo was inserted back in by Coach Franz Pomarin to provide LaSalle with another option, and that is for somebody to be able to bring the ball up. But in that particular play, it was just a light nudge by PJ Manalo, but they called the offensive foul against him.
Cardona pestering Quimpo in the backcourt. 5:14 to go in quarter number 2. Villanueva working from the left side against Ramos. Forces one up. Ball goes out. It will go to the Green Archers.
You know, in that particular play, if you're just going to compare that with the nudge that BJ Manalo gave Epo Quimpo, I could have called that offensive foul against Enrico Villanueva.
Here's Manny Ramos. Handoff for Mike Cortez. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. BJ Manalo gets free. 4, no. Good hustle there by Cardona, but the ball hit Cardona. Ateneo still working on a 4-point deficit. Here's Andrew Cruz racing down court. Villanueva did not see the pass. He recovers the loose ball. Over to Rich Alvarez. Jumps without the basketball, and there's a foul.
That's going to be another round of free throws for Rich Alvarez. Manny Ramos collecting his second personal foul. 17 fouls right now for the De La Salle Green Archers. Ateneo none so far, so Ateneo really taking care of giving up those fouls. And you know, you have to stop Rich Alvarez from attacking the paint. Nico, he's just too dangerous for Ateneo to be able to get through those lanes going to the hoop. So what you can do is probably just stop Rich Alvarez and even force him to commit an offensive foul.
A split on the line by Alvarez. He has 3 markers today. That cuts down LaSalle's lead to 3. Cardona on the move against Jek Chia. Cardona with a drive, the spin. Oh, fantastic move that time, but Alvarez gets the rebound. Blue Eagles down by 3. Manalo pestering Quimpo this time. You know, it's never easy to be Ateneo's point guard when you're up against LaSalle. Here's Alvarez inside to Andrew Cruz. Blocked that time. One more try. Blocked again. And finally, the Archers say enough is enough.
Great defensive gem on the part of the Archers. And Mike Cortez, you could just sense that Mike Cortez will look to go for the drive and get his points, but he gets fouled quickly by Andrew Cruz.
There are 2 blocks on Andrew Cruz. Sharma says, hindi na nadala. That's brought to you by 24-hour Rexona, best defense against odor and wetness. Rexona, it won't let you down. Lali Fonacier checks back in the ball game, along with L.A. Tenorio. Chia, Quimpo, Andrew Cruz sits down, and Gonzalez is also back in the contest. You know, every point, every basket, every assist by Cortez becomes an impact moment for the Green Archers.
That's true, and right now the Archers up by just 3 points.
Here's Villanueva against Sharma. These 2 men know each other very, very well. Fonacier open. He doesn't shoot. He goes back to Alvarez. Alvarez from the right side. It bounces out. Cortez with the rebound. And he's quickly on the run. Here's Wilson. And the ball hits Tenorio's foot. So it's a kick ball violation. It will stay with LaSalle.
You know, LaSalle very quick. And if you notice, Mike Cortez, he did not release the ball near his body. Actually, it was away and forward. It was a forward dribble. Why? Because you want to get those numbers, get into that fast break. It's going to be problems for Ateneo if they cannot run back down on defense against the fast-breaking Green Archers.
Under 4 minutes to play in the second period. Here's Cortez with the drive. Handoff for Sharma, and there's a foul against Villanueva.
And you know, Carlos Sharma, he just felt bad about that shot because he thought that he could get a possible 3-point play on a foul by Enrico Villanueva. Watch this pass. It's a nifty pass coming from Mike Cortez.
And Ateneo was lucky that time that the shot did not go in. So 2 free throws for second-year big man Carlos Sharma. And Sharma, just like Villanueva, has his troubles from the free throw line. As you look at head coach Joel Banal, Sharma is a 38% free throw shooter.
But Carlos Sharma will have to expect a lot of those passes this afternoon coming from Mike Cortez.
Villanueva now with 4 rebounds today. Ateneo down by 3, 3:10 to go in the second period. Here's Villanueva. And he gets a turnaround against Sharma. He has 9 points.
And right now, actually it's Villanueva dominating and establishing its inside game against the front line of LaSalle.
Archer still up by 1. Under 3 minutes to play in the second period. BJ is in motion. Here's Cortez against Tenorio. Pull up is good. You know, when he wants to score, he will score. And now he's guarding Tenorio in the backcourt. Over to Alvarez. Back to a 3-point lead. Gonzalez won't take the 3. Now to Villanueva. Villanueva passes up. Here's Fonacier for the tie. Short. Wilson with the rebound. And quickly the Archers are on the run. 4-on-3 break. Cardona. Yes! And there's an offensive foul called on Tenorio.
And it has been a mind game right now. And LA Tenorio will have to check his head.
We'll need to see that again. Maybe we'll see that after this timeout.
And you know, with that timeout, I'm sure Coach Joel Banal has instructed the LA Tenorio, you have to keep your cool. We cannot afford to lose our composure against the Green Archers.
Okay, watch this. Cardona will get the basket of Tenorio, and then he will run down court, and then he will immediately go back, and there's the offensive foul against Tenorio.
Well, simply put, Mac Cardona knew that the LA Tenorio would like to retaliate on that move that he made against LA.
First 2 points for Gonzalez on that slithery move. Still a 3-point lead for the Archers. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Willie Wilson against Rich Alvarez. There's Cardona on the move against Gonzalez. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Cardona. Dumps it over to Carlos Sharma. Blocked by Villanueva. Tenorio picks up the loose ball. Ateneo does not have the numbers, and Tenorio will hit on the breaks. Over to Gonzalez. Inside for Rich Alvarez. You know, he thought about dunking that ball and then wisely got his balance and went for the easy 2.
And that is what we were talking about. Rich Alvarez can get his points inside, provided that when he gets down and puts his man behind him, he might as well issue that pass right away.
Archer still on top by 1. Time running out in the first half. And Mike Cortez goes all the way. Mike Cortez now with 15 points in the ball game.
And you know that he has come to play and lead the Green Archers. Mike Cortez, as what you've said, when he wants to score, he can score almost at will.
Here's Tenorio over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez from the baseline. And they're barking. Cardona and Gonzalez are barking at each other. You know, the referees, and they call a double technical, and rightly so. Rightly so. You do not want these things to get out of hand. You do not want these things to ruin what has been a well-fought game.
Well, they call a technical foul against Mac Cardona, and they also call a technical foul against Wesley Gonzalez.
Because they were really barking at each other after that basket by Gonzalez.
Well, they were trying to psych each other out, but again, you just don't want to ruin the quality of this first half that we're experiencing, Miko, because both teams deserve to be in the championship. They're really playing at their peak right now in Game 1.
That was the second foul against Cardona, the first against Gonzalez. Here's Cortez. He fakes, he drives, he passes off. Here's BJ Manalo, back to Sharma. No steal there by Tenorio. 4 on the shot clock. Cortez inside to Wilson. And there's a block. LaSalle bench begging for a foul. And there's a whistle.
Well, 24-second shot clock violation will be called against the De La Salle Green Archers. You know, LaSalle has been penetrating, and they have been getting clobbered by the Ateneo defense. No fouls have been called against them underneath. So probably they would like some kind of contact to occur before they make the call. But I'm sure there could have been a foul there in that particular move.
Time running out here in the first half. Ateneans down by 1. Villanueva with the pick. Tenorio uses that pick. Tenorio with a drive. He goes all the way. No go. Ball tap. It's with Wilson. 1 second to go. Wilson to Cortez. Almost goes in. That could have brought the house down. So after 2 well fought, grind out, slugging it out quarters. The defending champions lead the ball game by 1 single point. Third quarter is underway. Score is still 40-39 in favor of the Green Archers. Villanueva was it a tap out?
There was
a foul against Cortez. Second against Cortez. It's Fonacier, Alvarez, Quimpo, Chia, and Villanueva for Ateneo. Rich Alvarez now gives the lead back to the Blue Eagles. He has 7 points and 6 rebounds in the ball game.
You know, it's quite important for LaSalle to establish their strong presence inside on the defensive end because they have really given Rich Alvarez some room to operate.
DJ Manalo getting the pass from Cortez. Ball bounces out, tapped there by Alvarez, and it will stay with the Green Archers. LaSalle begins the first half, or second half rather, with Cardona, Santa Maria, Ramos, Cortez, and Manalo. This is their standard issue, starting 5 with Vaino out with an injury. Let's go to Patty Laurel. Patty, what happened in the halftime huddle of Ateneo?
Yes, for the second half, Coach Banal wants the boys to work on a few things. First, he told them that they have to stop LaSalle from penetrating. Next, they have to swing the ball more often and create shots for other players. They also have to be more active on defense. And finally, they have to work on their free throws because every crucial point matters. Back to you guys.
Cardona now with 14 points. The lead is back with LaSalle and the ball is with Villanueva. Over to Alvarez. Inside to Chia. Cardona is there. Chia misses. He gets a rebound. He gets fouled and there's a contact according to referee Vergara.
So the problems really facing LaSalle right now is that how come they have allowed Ateneo to getting some of those offensive rebounds. Watch this. Jack Chia will go for the fake, miss this shot. But with Manny Ramos there in Santa Maria, he will still get the basket. But there has already been a foul called.
And you know, Manny Ramos paid for not boxing out Chia with his third personal foul. But Chia misses the first free throw. Jack Chia, second free throw is good. And he has 5 points and 3 rebounds in this ball game. We're tied at 42. Over a minute has gone by in the third period. Quimpo sticking closely to Mike Cortez. There's the pick by Santa Maria. BJ on the move and he fires a 3 and it's short. Long rebound picked up by Manny Ramos. Ramos now with 3 rebounds today. 8 minutes to go in the third. Cortez pulls up. He won't score. Villanueva with a rebound. Enrico now with 7 rebounds today.
And LaSalle beginning to miss from the outside. BJ Manalo cannot seem to get his game going. So Joseph Yo might be a good replacement for BJ Manalo.
There's Villanueva. Low post. Turn around. No. Ramos standing his ground that time. Here's BJ with the drive. Lost the ball. And a foul is called against Jack Chia. It has been a seesaw battle. Joseph Yo is now in the game. Biggest lead enjoyed by either team is 5 points. Santa Maria misses from point-blank range. Alvarez with a rebound, and he has 7 rebounds. Ball game tied at 42. Here's Alvarez. Over to Fonacier. Fonacier with a ball fake. From the 15-foot line, he goes to Alvarez. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Villanueva. Over to Quimpo. Well, Quimpo could have used the ladder in trying to get that pass. It's a turnover against the Blue Eagles.
And those are dangerous passes to issue, especially from Villanueva. He knows that on the weak side there's an open shooter, but he's got to make sure that it's going to go through a lot of green shirts before it even reaches the recipient.
Here's Sharma, steal there by Alvarez. Let's go to Agnes on the De La Salle bench.
Well, Nico, during halftime, the Archers were given some sort of a history lesson in basketball as the coaching staff reminds them what LaSalle basketball is all about. LaSalle basketball is all about defense. It's not about outscoring the other team, nor is it about, it's about stopping them from scoring at all. Coach Kumar tells his boys that he's not happy with how they're performing because they're simply trading baskets with the Eagles rather than putting pressure on them defensively. Furthermore, he reminds them that this isn't a shooting contest. Back to you, Miko and Danny.
Your thoughts on that report, Danny?
Well, for me, what's important for the De La Salle Green Archers really is not to trade baskets. What they'd like to do is grab the momentum because right now, if we're going to go back to that interview with Coach
Tommy
Manotoc, he was saying that Ateneo is really cool and composed and they're quite confident about this game. So LaSalle will have to get that momentum back on their side. And it cannot be a Mike Cortez show at this point because Mike Cortez beginning to feel the pressure that he has to lead his players. They've got to look at some other options as well.
Well, that option could be Joseph Yo. Here's Cortez. He's been really looking for his shot today. Yo with the fall away, bounces out, rebound by Cardona. And Cardona and Cortez, they have really carried the load, combining for 31 points.
31 out of the 44 points of the De La Salle Green Archers. Now LaSalle beginning to pressure Ateneo, and this is where probably LaSalle would like to grab the momentum, get off a few steals, get those layups, and establish control of the ball game by having a 4-point lead, most probably.
LA Tenorio back in the game to replace Epo Quimpo. 5:51 to go in the third period. And Cortez slaps the ball out.
Ateneo having some inbound problems, Miko. They've got to get the ball to LA Tenorio because LA Tenorio can easily break that press.
Oh, Tenorio almost bungles the pass. Here's Alvarez crossing the half-court line. Ball game tied at 44. Tenorio on the left side. Over to Fonacier. Deep left corner. He goes in the paint. He fakes. He passes to Villanueva. Villanueva, he fakes. He fires. No go. Too strong. Chia somehow got that rebound. He goes to Tenorio. Tenorio fakes the three. Tenorio over to Fonacier.
Great pass by Eli Tenorio to Larry Fonacier. And this is what we're talking about. Allow Ateneo to have another opportunity to score the basket. They're going to score it.
Cortez falls that time. And the ball dribbles out. It will stay with the Green Archers with 13 on the shot clock. And Blue Eagles now on top by 2.
This is what defensive intensity is being displayed right now and being talked about. Ateneo is showing a lot of intensity, and LaSalle really trying to look for their offense at this point.
Sharma going to Cardona. Cardona and Cortez, they have been the forefront of LaSalle's offense, and there's a push from behind against Carlos Sharma. That will be his first.
Ateneo doing a good job of boxing out against their counterparts. You know, what's killing LaSalle right now before this timeout, Miko, is the fact that they have allowed Ateneo a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of second chance points.
Blue Eagles up by 2 points. Under 5 minutes to play in the third period. We'll be back after this timeout. In the third period, Cortez has the ball. He has 15 points and 7 assists in this ball game. And here he is with the pull-up, too strong. Here's Joseph Yo. Misses that time. Villanueva tapping it over to Tenorio. Blue Eagles up by 2. Tenorio steps on the brakes. Cross-court pass to Alvarez against Santa Maria. Alvarez wants to take Santa Maria off the dribble. Drop step, fakes, fires. Yes!
And a possible three-point play right now for Rich Alvarez. And if you notice, Rich Alvarez and Enrico Villanueva really not crowding that area wherein they can operate. At this particular point, you can see that there's a wide space really for Rich Alvarez to make his move. Gets the buck from Santa Maria, scores the basket. Possible three-point play for Rich Alvarez.
Oh, but Alvarez has been struggling with his free throws, but the Ateneans get the offensive rebound. By the way, that was the third foul of Adonis Santa Maria. So both Ramos and Santa Maria nursing 3 fouls. Alvarez almost losing the ball. He needs help. And there's a swipe. An easy swipe by Mike Cortez. Over to Cardona. Cardona with a spin. Fonacier bothering Cardona, but he flips it in. No offensive foul. Basket won't count.
That's going to be number 3 again, Mac Cardona. You know, I thought that this was a very good move, but here there was a tap by Gary Fonacier. Well, that didn't really look like an offensive foul to me, Miko, because of that play. That's the kind of shot that Cardona would normally take.
Oh, there's a steal by Cortez. And what's the call? Okay, the referees, they correct each other. Referee Vergara, I assume, was calling an over the back. And then referee Magsino corrected him and said, no. Ball will stay with the green shirts with 3:52 to go in the third period.
Well, calls like that can break the momentum because right now, because of that steal, actually LaSalle could have gone for an easy 2-pointer. The referees correcting themselves at this point, and this will have to be a setup job right now for the Green Archers.
Cortez with 15 points to lead all scorers in this ball game. 8 on the shot clock. Yo on the move against Tenorio. And there's a foul. That's a clear foul against Andrew Cruz trying to reach in. That's his first. And it's the third team foul against the Blue Eagles.
You know, during this game, or during the course of this game, Miko, we have not yet seen any LaSalle front line establishing themselves underneath against Enrico Villanueva.
Archers down by 4. Joseph from the right side. And he gets the layup against Villanueva. And Joseph, he has 5 points in the ball game. Ateneo's lead down to 2. Villanueva lost the ball that time. Tap out by Carlos Sharma. Andrew Cruz back to Tenorio on the left corner. Tenorio to Gonzalez for 3. Bounces out. Sharma with the rebound. Archers hoping to tie. They can even go for the lead with a 3. Cortez inside to Sharma. Sharma blocked by Villanueva, but there's a foul called by referee Buenaventura.
And this is probably what LaSalle needs. Somebody to really challenge Enrico Villanueva. That's going to be number 2 against Villanueva, because you must remember, probably they're staying away from the area of Villanueva because Villanueva had about 2 blocks during the first half.
Check out this move by the Ninja, evading big man Enrico. Brought to you by Globe Antiphone, making great things possible. And Sharma, no problem on the first free throw. He has 3 points today. DJ Manalo so far scoreless in this ball game, and Sharma gets a split from the line. Santa Maria's blocked by Alvarez. Here's Sharma down low, and what a swing for LaSalle, and they're on top by 1.
And this is what we're talking about. As long as the big guys can establish themselves underneath, they are going to be a threat against Enrico Villanueva and the Blue Eagles.
Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Alvarez against Santa Maria. Cortez getting ready to double team. Wilson getting ready to triple team. Here's Tenorio. Tenorio blocked there. Over to Villanueva. 1 on the shot clock. Villanueva fires, and that won't count.
And suddenly Ateneo becoming a little bit hesitant on when to take the shot. And the defense of LaSalle holding at this point, and they're holding on to 1-point lead.
Coach Joel Banal pushes the timeout button. The Green Archers are on top by 1 with 2:20 to go in the third period. Well, it has been a tension-filled ball game, and this relieves my tension. Miss Gina Coanco on your screens, enjoying the action, and I believe that's Ino Soto. There he is. Now people standing up because the LaSalle crowd, they feel this is a pivotal part of the game. 2:20 to go in the third. The Archers are on top by 1, and we are seeing LaSalle employing the pressure on defense.
And probably LaSalle, what they'd like to do, as we take a look at Father Tito Caluag of the Ateneo de Manila, is that right now LaSalle would like to establish and get control of this match, ending the third quarter.
Sharma with a hook shot over Villanueva. Sharma now with 7 points. He has scored 5 here in the third.
And not only that, he's beginning to challenge and probably telling Enrico Villanueva that you've got to work harder on your defense.
Oh, Chia is in trouble. Here's Kimpo. And Quimpo trying to set order on Ateneo's offensive set. Villanueva, no! He's being shackled by the big man of La Salle. Archers up by 3, under 2 minutes to play in the third. They are looking for Sharma at the post. Here's Cortez, crossover dribble. And here's a steal by Gonzalez, counter steal by Joseph Yo. And that's a foul against Quimpo. Basket won't count.
That's going to be number 3 on Quimpo, and that's going to be the 5th team foul of Ateneo. Penalty situation right now for both squads, so it's going to be free throw shooting time.
And Villanueva sits down. Tadeo comes in. T.Y. Tang is back in the ball game to give Mac Cardona some time on the bench.
You know, a minute and 20 left here in the third quarter, Miko. That was a timely substitution for Coach Joel Banal. But it could be a very crucial situation of pulling out Enrico Villanueva, putting in Sunny Tadeo, when now La Salle has control of the ball game and they now lead by 4 points.
Larry Fonacier on your screens. 8 points today. Adonis Santa Maria nursing 3 fouls. He has 4 points and 2 rebounds. Joseph Yo, 6 points today. Make that 7 points coming off the bench. He's trying to make up for that performance against Ateneo in the second round, wherein he scored just 1 point. And now it's a 5-point lead for the Archers. Alvarez, he's in trouble, and he is fouled by Tang. Tang actually replaced Mike Cortez moments ago. He commits his second personal foul.
However, Rich Alvarez will go to the free throw line this time around to shoot some free throws. Probably it wasn't the foul that you'd like to give, especially if you're trying to double team Rich Alvarez, who's really far from the basket.
Alvarez is 2 out of 6 from the free throw line today. He has 12 points and 7 rebounds. And looks like Sunny Tadeo is stooping back to the bench. Maybe there's something wrong with his contact lenses. Maybe that's my guess. There's probably something wrong with the contact lens he's wearing. Time remaining, 1 minute and 7 seconds to go in the third period. And Joel Banal has no choice but to field in Enrico Villanueva. So 1 more free throw for Richard Alvarez. 1 minute and 7 to go in the third period. This is game 1. Game 2 will be on Sunday. And Alvarez now with 13 points to lead the Blue Eagles. So it's a 3-point game in favor of the green shirts. T.Y. Tang going up against Epo Quimpo. 2 men I love to watch. Here's Wilson. Sharma on the move against Villanueva. You know, Sharma, he is really confident against the defense of Villanueva. Look at him go. Turn around. Good!
The big men of La Salle now beginning to hum right now. They're on top by 5 points.
Alvarez, he still has that leather. Needs to give it up. Here's Gonzalez. He's all alone. He won't take the 3. Time running out here in the third. Blue Eagles down by 5. They go to Enrico at the post. Over to Gonzalez for 3. No! Chia with a rebound. Chia now with 5 rebounds. So the Blue Eagles trying to go for the last basket of the third period. They are down by 5. Quimpo against Tang. Quimpo, of course, is the veteran. Tang is the rookie. Here's Alvarez with a spin. Over to Gonzalez. Growing baseline.
They gave the baseline and they're going to score the point.
2 seconds to go. Wilson for 3. What a big shot! On the left is Mr. Matibag of Adamson, and on the right is Attorney Rene Villa from the UAAP board. And off the jump ball to start the fourth quarter, Epo Quimpo commits his 4th personal foul.
Quarter scoring, a big third quarter output really for La Salle as compared to the 13 points of Ateneo. Ateneo really during the third quarter, Miko, problem was Villanueva was beginning to force his shots inside, and they've got to go back to their first quarter game wherein they executed very well because Villanueva would give up the ball and not really force the one against the defense of La Salle.
The Archers begin the 4th quarter with Wilson who hit that 3-pointer. Junjun Cabato, there's a tap out by Chia. T.Y. Tang, Joseph Yo, and Carlos Sharma.
You know, you just can't give the baseline because that's going to be a dangerous situation for you because the defense will collapse and chances are once you go up for the basket, you can fish for a foul.
Sharma, handoff, Junjun Cabato, back to Sharma, and Sharma has been a monster here in the second half, scoring 9 of his 11 points. And this is the biggest lead for the Green Archers at 60-52. And Wilson commits a foul in the backcourt, his first, and that's the first team foul against the Archers here in the 4th.
And Coach Franz Romaren still using Junjun Cabato, Joseph Pio, Willie Wilson, T.Y. Tang together with Carlos Sharma. So he's just trying to keep his first stringers on the bench and probably put them back in when the crucial situation warrants.
And now the pressure is beginning to mount, that defensive pressure that La Salle has been so known for the last 5 years. It's beginning to mount and the Ateneans are beginning to feel it.
And not only that, lead management would favor the De La Salle Green Archers. They are the defending champions, especially when you've got a Mike Cortez on the floor.
Here's Wilson, he fakes, he fires, no go. Loose ball picked up by Gonzalez. The Eagles have Tenorio, Villanueva, Gonzalez, Chia, and Tadeo on the hard court. Here's Gonzalez, over to Chia, 4-3, too strong. And now Ateneo having trouble hitting from the outside. Let's go to Patty Laurelo on the Ateneo bench.
Yes, Coach Joel Banal wants the Eagles to explore all their options on court. They have to be wise and quick in deciding. They also have to avoid making forced shots, and also they have to make an extra pass if they need it. They also have to work extra hard on their rebounds. Back to you guys.
Well, speaking of rebounds, Villanueva now with 9 rebounds. Wild drive there by Josephio. Over 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Archers up by 8. Villanueva to Chia. Chia with a drive. Blocked by Cabato. But Chia somehow got the loose ball. Now here's Tenorio. He fires a 3 and it's way out. Ill-advised shot. Oh, but the shot clock was running out. So it's a shot clock violation against the Blue Eagles. This is a critical period of the ball game. La Salle on top by 8 with 8:02 to go in the 4th.
And I don't think that they can substitute right now. They will have to wait because the ball possession will swing to the De La Salle Green Archers because they forced a 24-second violation against Ateneo.
T.Y. Tang to Junjun Cabato, had a big block earlier. And Villanueva gets the steal. He's starting the break. The big man is chugging along. And then wisely steps on the brakes. Here's Tenorio. Back to Villanueva. On the right side against Cabato. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez fakes. Gonzalez nowhere to go. Over to Tenorio for 3. It bounces out. Tadeo with a putback.
That's a good tip in by Sonny Tadeo. They've got to get those points on the board right now. They're down by 6 points.
T.Y. Tang, the rookie, is in the pressure cooker. And Tenorio forces the jump. Some changes in the lineup on the hard court. Fonacier and Alvarez are back in the game. Chia and Villanueva go back to the bench.
We've got a jump ball at center court between T.Y. Tang.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, T.Y. Tang turned 18 yesterday. And Tenorio wins the tap. And the Blue Eagles with a chance to slice down the 6-point deficit. Fonacier against Cabato. Cross court to Alvarez. 7:08 to go in the ball game. Fonacier for 3.
It's been a long while for Larry Fonacier. Third 3-point basket of the ball game, and it's a good thing he came into the basket and hit that big shot because I felt that he was already cold on the bench for Ateneo.
Oh, Tenorio with a steal! Tenorio all the way! And the Green Archers have no choice but to call a timeout. Their 8-point lead has been sliced down to 1 with 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Back in the Big Dome, Mr. Bobby Yan, diehard Lasalite, in the house. Once again, good afternoon everyone. I'm Miko Halili with the big man, Danny Francisco, for Game 1 of the UAAP Finals. The last time out by LaSalle, brought to you by Globe Handyphone, making great things possible. Here are crucial substitutions. Cortez and Cardona are back in the game.
Well, they need somebody to really quarterback the offense of LaSalle because Iwai Tang, when he was on the floor, LaSalle was leading by 6 points, and a sudden 5-point swing by Ateneo brought them back into the ballgame. So they've got to bring in.
And here's Fonacier with this third Lipton three-pointer, brought to you by Lipton, the official iced tea of the UAAP.
You know, Miko, they've got to bring in their starters from now on at 6 minutes and 33.
Here's Wilson. Over to Sharma against Ateneo. Sharma with a height advantage. Sharma to Yo. 12 on the shot clock. Yo lost the ball. It's with Gonzalez. Wesley Gonzalez in a foot race. He goes all the way. He goes to Tenorio. Tenorio throws it up and it does not go in. Tough break there by for the Blue Eagles that could have given them the lead. Let's go to Agnes on the LaSalle bench.
Miko, despite Ateneo's run, Coach Franz Pomar reminds his team that this is the fourth quarter, LaSalle's favorite quarter. Coach Franz Pomar still wants his team to still play LaSalle basketball. He wants them to hound their man, contest every shot, protect the baseline, and of course to hustle with their every action. Back to you, Miko and Dan.
You know, no one on the Ateneo side has been able to stop Carlos Sharma in the second half. He has 13 points, 11 coming here in the second half.
And those were crucial points for LaSalle because I felt that there was no more inside game.
And L.A. Tenorio, a big man scores in the other end, a small man scores for the Blue Eagles. He ties the game at 62, 7th deadlock of the afternoon. Under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Cortez against Tenorio. Here's Sharma against Ateneo. Sharma with a pull-up, no go. Gonzalez with a rebound. Once again, the Ateneans trying to regain the lead. Tenorio slowing things down. We're approaching the 5-minute mark of the fourth. Here's Fonacier over to Alvarez. Alvarez, he won't take the three. Here's Gonzalez with a fake. Gonzalez with a drive. Back to Alvarez for three. It's an air ball. Loose ball picked up by Gonzalez. Reverse won't go. And that's it's a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Apparently, the attempt of Gonzalez did not hit the rim. So we're still tied at 62. Under 5 minutes to play in Game 1. And Villanueva is getting ready to check back in the ball game. The defending champions, they're going for their 5th straight. And here's Wilson with a turnaround. He can't get the bounce. And the rebound is with, they call a jump against Fonacier and Cardona.
And Mac Cardona has been silent also for the De La Salle Green Archers here in the second half. As we take a look at this move by Willie Wilson. Well, 2 white shirts would contest this ball against Mac Cardona. And the referees call a jump ball. So the jump ball will occur on the side of Ateneo.
Adonis Santa Maria goes back in the ball game, nursing 3 fouls, going back to Mac Cardona. He has 16 points. He scored 4 in the third quarter and has yet to score here in the payoff period.
You know, it's crucial for Ateneo to be able to score on this offensive set. Opportunities have been given to both squads really to take the lead, but so far they have failed in their offensive patterns.
Here's Villanueva, and he gives Ateneo a 2-point lead, 64-62. Let's see how the Archers respond. Mike Cortez slowing things down against Tenorio. Now he's picked up by Gonzalez. Cortez, inside to Wilson. And he lost the ball. It's with Wesley Gonzalez. So now Ateneo beginning to tighten up in the paint. And here they are with a 2-point lead with over 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Tenorio has the ball. He fires a three, and it's no good. And Gonzalez could not chase the loose ball. Ateneo fans claiming that Cardona held on to Gonzalez, but this is the finals, and the referees will let the boys play.
But there could have been a foul there in that particular play. And you said it, because the ball will now swing back to the LaSalle side. LaSalle looking to equalize.
They can even go ahead with a three-pointer. Cortez, he's been quiet for some time. Here's Wilson, cutting is Sharma, double team. Here's Cardona, and the ball game is tied.
One thing for LaSalle is that once they get the first or second pass in, is that timing is a key element, and so far they've been successful with Mac Cardona just sliding through the middle.
Oh, Villanueva loses the ball. And there's a steal by Gonzalez, and Cardona will be called for traveling.
What happened in that particular play was that when Mac Cardona committed himself to pass, he saw that it was Carlos Sharma running back down, and he wanted to give the ball to their point guard, who is Mike Cortez, but Mike Cortez was behind him.
3 minutes to go in game one. The ball game is tied at 64. Villanueva has the ball. Villanueva is in the paint. Villanueva is fouled. He will go to the line. Basket won't count there by Tadeo. Enrico Villanueva, so far, 11 points. He has only scored 2 points here in the second half. That was the second foul on Sharma and the second team foul against the Green Archers.
All important free throws right now for Enrico Villanueva and Ateneo. He could break this deadlock at 64.
Nick Gabonada and Gina Lopez from the ABS-CBN family, and Villanueva nails the first free throw. And he gets 2 out of 2. He has 13 points in the ball game. The lead is back with the Blue Shirts. Under 3 minutes to play in game one. Fonacier against Cardona. Cardona with a spin, and his pass picked up by Wilson. Over to Cortez, 10 on the shot clock. Cortez on the move, back to Wilson, 7 on the shot clock. Wilson baseline, no go, and the Ateneans get the ball.
And Willie Wilson just threw that ball up on that baseline drive. He was clearly intimidated by the presence of Sonny Tadeo and Enrico Villanueva.
Under 3 minutes to play, Tenorio to Alvarez. Villanueva asking for the leather against Sharma. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Villanueva, and he scores! There's a foul!
It's exactly the same play when Enrico Villanueva went for the basket a few plays ago, when he had to shoot some free throws. This time around, he's going to be shooting for a possible 3-point play and give Ateneo a possible 5-point lead.
There's the basket by Enrico Villanueva. He has 15 points and 9 rebounds. This is his last year for the Blue Eagles. Last chance to win a championship. That timeout was brought to you by Globe Handyphone, making great things possible. Time remaining in game one, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Mrs. Francisco on the left. You all know her from UST, and Mrs. Royo from NU, our gracious hosts of season 65, all members of the UAAP board. Enrico Villanueva is on the line, playing in his 5th and last year for the Blue Eagles. His last chance to bring home the championship to Loyola Heights. He is 3 out of 4 from the line today, and after a scoreless third quarter, he has banged in 6 points here in the 4th. And he completes the 3-point play.
And gives Ateneo a 5-point lead. LaSalle, it's still a long way to go. 2 minutes and 6. They have to score here on this offensive set, and it looks like Mike Cortez will have to look for the points for LaSalle.
Here's Yo. He thought about the 3. He goes in the lane, and Fonacier will be tagged with the foul. Daredevil drive there by Joseph Yo, and that's the first foul against Larry Fonacier. That will be number 3 against Ateneo. And
Joseph Yo will have to convert on these free throws just to cut the lead of Ateneo, Miko, and I presume I should take a look first at Mr. Peter Muski, of course.
Yes, our big boss here in the UAAP. And Joseph Yo, he's a 77% free throw shooter, but he missed the first.
Expect LaSalle to press should Joseph Yo convert on this basket, try to force a steal off Ateneo.
Oh, 2 misses by Yo. And Cortez got the rebound. Nobody boxed out Mike Cortez that time. And foul will be on Tenorio, his second.
And only the 4th team foul of Ateneo as compared to the 2 team fouls of LaSalle. So any foul given up by Ateneo from this point on will merit some free throws for LaSalle.
By the way, Tenorio sits down. Andrew Cruz is in the game. It's a defensive lineup for the Blue Eagles. Here's Cortez, blocked by Villanueva. Sharma, what a big hook shot by the big man, Carlos Sharma. He has 15 points.
Cut down to just 3 points. LaSalle will press definitely here on the inbound of Ateneo.
Tenorio is quickly back in the ball game. Cruz is back on the Ateneo bench. Yo, harassing Tenorio. Over to Alvarez. Under 2 minutes to play. Blue Eagles hold on to a 3-point lead. Tenorio has the ball. Goes to Alvarez. Alvarez can't shoot. 7 on the shot clock. Tenorio, he fires a 3. No! Alvarez with a rebound. There's a foul on Willie Wilson. That will be the 3rd team foul against LaSalle. It will be the 2nd against Wilson.
And you know, LaSalle has given up a lot of offensive rebounds to Ateneo this afternoon, Miko. And again, you cannot afford to give any offensive rebounds to them.
Oh, Enrico Villanueva is taking charge. He has 18 points and 9 rebounds. 5-point Ateneo lead. A minute and 13 to go in the game. Cortez has been quiet. He drives and he scores. What a move.
Still down by 3. LaSalle would like to force possible steal.
Cortez is sneaking from behind. Cortez sneaks from behind. It's just a 3-point game. Here's Cortez on the move. Pull up is yes!
And suddenly LaSalle is just down by a single point. Mike Cortez taking over just the same way Enrico Villanueva has taken over for Ateneo. This has forced an Ateneo timeout.
71-70, just a 1-point lead for Ateneo. Under 1 minute to play in game 1. What a Rexona defensive play. The cool cat prowling from behind, swiping that ball away. Brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down, and Cortez is not letting the Archers down here in the 4th quarter. 4 big points to keep or push the Archers within 1. Cortez with 19 points and 9 assists.
You know, Miko, it's still a 3-possession ball game. No more timeouts left for Ateneo. LaSalle still has a timeout left.
Oh, Villanueva has the ball in the backcourt. This is not a good sign. And now he hands it over to the point guard. Under a minute to play in game 1. And LaSalle is in the penalty.
That's going to be number 4 against Mac Cardona. And it will send LA Tenorio to the free throw line. So free throws, very important as we get into the last 48.8 seconds of this ball game.
LA Tenorio, 7 points today. Oh, it bounces out. That ball decided to go out at the last minute. 48.8 seconds to go in game 1. Ateneo up by just 1. And Tenorio, oh, 2 misses. 2 misses. Yo with the rebound. Archers going for the lead. Mike Cortez, he's been hot the last 2 times. Offensive foul against Cortez.
And LA Tenorio making up for those missed free throws by defending against Mike Cortez. He just anticipated the move of Mike Cortez. He knew that Mike Cortez would go, and if he could not really go for the drive, would stop, but he just warded off LA Tenorio. Still a two-possession ball game. What's crucial right now for Ateneo is that they have to be in control and make sure that a shot that they would take is a very good shot, or probably get a foul and send them to the free throw line once again.
First things first, how do you survive this full court press by Franz Pumarin? Here's Gonzalez in the backcourt, picked up by Yo. Gonzalez still in the backcourt. Now they cross the half-court line. Gonzalez trying to be careful with the leather. Over to Alvarez. 13 on the shot clock. Ateneo on top by just 1. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alvarez has the ball. Alvarez fires, and it's no good. Fonacier misses. Alvarez gets the rebound. Alvarez gets the rebound.
And they've got a foul. They've got a foul here.
Tenorio to Villanueva. Villanueva to Alvarez, and there's a foul given up. 9 seconds to go. Ateneo on top by just 1.
But you must remember, it's going to be free throws once again for Enrico Villanueva. And LaSalle might call this last timeout to map out a play should Enrico Villanueva hit those 2 free throws.
We have a timeout. We'll be back. Paulo Bugia looking on. All he can do, as long with Magnum Membrere, is cheer on their teammates. Rainier season, he has already graduated, along with Paul Tanchi. Enrico Villanueva, the captain of this team, playing in his 5th and final year, and most likely the MVP for the UAAP. He has been a monster in terms of statistics, but right now, his free throw shooting will be put to the test.
Well, he has to hit this free throw to give Ateneo a 2-point lead. Having a 1-point lead is still dangerous because the ball will swing to the LaSalle side. LaSalle will have to box out well.
And Villanueva hits the second free throw. Just a 2-point ball game. LaSalle down by 2. They can go for the tie or for the win. Cardona has the ball. He shoots, blocked by Fonacier. 1 second to go. Another block. And it's Ateneo in game 1. Let's look at this again. Cardona, there's a block by Fonacier. And then Cardona gets a loose ball. There's one more block, blocking any hopes of LaSalle winning game 1.
You know, what a crucial defensive play by Larry Fonacier against Mac Cardona. In fact, I felt that the ball could have gone to Mike Cortez, but Mac Cardona was free. They let Mac Cardona receive the ball, and there was nowhere else Mac Cardona would go except to really drive hard towards the basket. Let's watch it one more time. Watch this move by Cardona. Fonacier was there anticipating that shot by Cardona. That's the first block. And as time expired, there goes the second block by Larry Fonacier, raising up his hands as if to say,
back in the Big Dome, and what a finish we just had for game 1 of the UAAP Finals. Partner, walk through this play.
Look, Andre Cruz was inserted by Coach Joel Banal, just trying to shut down Mike Cortez. You see it. The block of Larry Fonacier on Mac Cardona. Again, another block. You know, with still 5 seconds left, Mac Cardona could have really taken a shot that he wanted to take. However, again, the pressure was on because Ateneo was leading by 2 at that time. They had a shot, actually, but the ball had to go to Mike Cortez, which apparently did not happen in that particular play.
So what a finish. For really, it was a grinding, a grueling game. Biggest lead really was only at 8 points.
You know, we are talking about the championship series wherein both teams really playing at their peak. And it's quite important really that the conditioning would become a factor in a very short series like this. Those defensive gems really by Larry Fonacier just sealed this win for Ateneo. You know, if talk about the mileage coming from the bench players of LaSalle Mico, not so much mileage coming from the bench. BJ Manalo did not really score heavily for LaSalle. But, you know, partner, just before this game ended, I asked our stats people to give us the rebounding story of this game. 44 big rebounds for the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. For the De La Salle Green Archers, a total of only 29 rebounds, and offensive rebounds given by La Salle against Ateneo was 22 out of that 44. So it's a 22-22 rebounding effort for Ateneo as against only the 29. That's 8 and 21 offensive and defensive recoveries or rebounds for La Salle.
And we were quite concerned the fact that Cardona and Cortez, they were carrying the load for most of the first 3 quarters. Then of course Cortez had that big explosion in the last minute. And then Sharma, of course, too bad. He really had a monster ball game in the 3rd quarter. And then Villanueva answering back in the 4th.
You know, it's quite a concern right now is that will Mike Cortez lead the charge for the Archers and then sacrifice the kind of rotation or ball movement for the De La Salle Green Archers? Mike Cortez can score, there's no doubt about it. But then again, you've got to get other players involved into the game. Joseph Leo, those 7 points really just coming towards the tail end of the ball game. Once you get everybody involved, then probably that's wherein Mike Cortez can begin to score, because right now the pressure really is on only 2 guys for La Salle. That's Mike Cortez, and that's what you've said on Mac Cardona.
Well, they did get some help from Carlos Sharma, but in the end, Villanueva and Ateneo's defense holding on to this 2-point win. And our Milo Energy player of the game is the main man for Ateneo.
Well, Enrico Villanueva watched this move against Carlos Sharma. He knew that if he would move towards his left, all 3 green shirts would collapse defensively on him. Went through the baseline. Enrico Villanueva, 19 points, 12 rebounds. What a big ball game for the 5th-year veteran of Ateneo, Enrico Villanueva, Miko.
And so, the series stands this way. Ateneo has a 1-0 advantage in the best of 3. La Salle is very, very capable of tying the series on Sunday. Ateneo, they will try to go for it on Sunday.